Okay, so into game 2, banning and picking. So Sejuani we've seen ban out from the previous game. But now that actually leaves Morgana open this time, and the red team's gonna pick it up.
Yeah, Annie Morgana already looking really strong in regards to CC and burst. Gonna be interesting to see what blue team takes to answer that.
And Morgana actually can be pretty flex because she can go any lane she wants. But with the Annie, it most likely will be on middle lane.
Annie, it doesn't really make much of a difference if it's Morgana mid or bot or Annie mid or bot.
Well, it's a little bit to see who she goes up against in a lane. If he goes middle, he'll be up against the Zed.
Which I think is not too bad of an opponent for either of them.
Draven and Leona, so putting a lot of eggs onto that early game.
Yeah,
Draven.
but they don't, like, Draven has 0 magic damage, so they may have trouble taking that Morgana shield down to actually get that CC in. Like, bottom lane definitely has the edge here with their just defensive abilities.
And on the other side, Caitlyn, and it's gonna look like a Rek'Sai pick for Advi.
I really like the Rek'Sai pick here, especially with Morgana shield. You can really wreak havoc mid-late game, but I've never seen Advi play it before, so I don't really know how good he is with it.
And Ferps, a little bit teasing with the Rengar hover over, but going to see what he's gonna pick in. And it's gonna be Udyr. And is that gonna be Nasus? Hecarim is open for Simeo, but doesn't go for it.
They're actually going full physical. Do they
Yeah.
want to prove a point against Morgana, or is it just miscommunication here? And really badly for them.
Well, if they get to let Nasus have his free time on the top lane to farm up that Q, he's gonna be a big trouble.
Nasus is gonna be a beast, but in late game, and their late game's gonna also fall off because purple team can properly itemize against it, so it's kind of a trade-off. Nasus is big power for this.
It's a Cho'Gath pick. Coming up.
True damage is legit against Nasus and Udyr, and if it's going to be like an AP oriented, then the carries also really have to look out for the sick ratios on Cho'Gath. You have a 100% AP ratio on your Q, 80% on your W, and the ratio is pretty good on the ulti as well, so that's sick damage. And sick control. Purple team really has a lot of CC here. Blue team has a little bit as well, but purple team has Morgana, so that cancels some out. You were saying, DeFito?
Well put. And actually Morgana's actually going on supporting, so that's gonna be Annie mid lane. For the Postman.
Postman really likes his Annie.
Yeah, liking
really likes anything that can insta-gap as many people as possible. So Annie definitely fits the description there.
Yeah, no, it's actually a pretty good pickup against the Zed. In my mind, at least.
It's skill matchup that favors Annie slightly. So yeah, but I'm disappointed that purple team picker got to counter set. That's no skill matchup.
Aren't you screwed against that if you miss your E?
No,
No?
you just auto attack and disengage and hit your Qs nonetheless.
But you won't hit your Qs if you miss your E. I think it's really difficult for Urgot to actually do anything if you don't land your poison.
No. Not really. Great practice makes great players.
Okay, so it's still a skill matchup, isn't it?
That favors Urgot heavily compared to me.
Okay, late game because Urgot will have a lot of armor, but I think still mid
No,
game.
early game as well because of the passive. You can go either Ignite if you're really confident and you have a good jungler, good early game jungler, or Exhaust and just farm it out. So you have options to, as well on Urgot. I don't know, I really like Urgot.
So
That's why I'm trying to bait out some argumentation from your side because it looks like you're a fan of Urgot no matter what. I'm just curious.
It's actually a heavy counter to Zed. As I said, the passive is simply too good against Zed. And you have lane control as well. So if Zed tries to all in you, you probably can just drag the fight out longer than any other mid laner and benefit from the creep advantage and your kit.
Well, it's true, you can actually avoid a lot of Zed's ult damage by ulting him right after he casts it.
Yes.
But still, offensively, it's not that easy to really go all in against Zed if you don't if you don't hit that E, because I think that's a crucial part of dishing out a lot of damage, because your Qs are not going to be easy to land on Zed.
So this is a match point for the red team. If they win here, they have won a best of 2 and also a best of 3.
What?
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Do the math. It matches up. It's accurate.
Yes, the saddest part about this is, Grangg, that technically you're correct, but
Don't you just love technicalities?
I think
no.
picking Cho'Gath and Nasus top lane, that's really bad if they don't lane swap. Nasus just gets the free farm against Cho'Gath. Unless Cho'Gath makes good teleport plays and roams to mid early, gonna be very hard game for the
But I think
red team to win.
Cho'Gath can also pretty easily farm and actually push back as well, and do a lot of poke on Nasus. If Nasus wants to farm, he can't really trade effectively with Cho'Gath, and Cho'Gath gets a really
Nasus
huge
doesn't
spike at
need
level 6.
Kills 3 stacks equals 1 kill pretty much. It just needs Q stacks. 3 stacks equals 1 longsword, that's how I remembered it, I think. So
What's kind of interesting is see that Draven has gone for Scrying Orb instead of a Trinket Ward.
he wants to all in bottom lane early.
Nessus gets a little bit caught up, but Annie not having that stun up, Nessus is gonna be able to walk away. But Cho'Gath is still and he wants to get something out.
Curious how that
Oh, and now Morgana actually got out a little bit, has to flash away, but there's Dark Party keeping Leona down.
Curious as to how this Grangg Orb's gonna help with the all-in on bottom.
You get the vision of the bush.
But so does Sight.
Yeah,
Yes,
you know,
time to place it.
you know what also gives a vision inside the bush? A ward.
That's exactly what I said, but like, how does it take more time than the Grangg Orb? If you're in auto attack range, you're also in ward range.
Yes, but it's not instant. You're gonna miss 1 auto attack at least if you're gonna place it.
Are you talking about the delay of it giving vision?
Yeah.
But actually, red team manages to get a good triangle of wards inside that red buff area, but they're all gonna time out, so pretty much useless wards. And actually they lane swap. Zed has gone top and
What
Ace
is
has gone
this?
middle.
This is a joke.
Well, Zed,
I cannot understand. Annie is one of the biggest lane bullies compared to Cho'Gath. And they send Nasus mid. That's something.
yeah, goes to farm the minion but gets stunned up, so not gonna get anything. So, a little bit awkward. Let's see. But manages to get some bit of CC.
Postman is playing the lane really well, like he's using autos between spellcasts and using them to harass as well.
Yeah, it's one of his mains on mix, and that's pressed all there, but seems really good to Danny.
And
Hope we can get Brian for an interview after this game to see the thought process for that swap there.
well, in order to do that they have to win first, so
Fair enough. Actually, no, they had to lose, I think.
Yes.
well, we don't want interviews with losers.
Oh, okay.
That's
They
racist.
have to win 2 games, then damn.
Yeah. And actually Caitlyn takes a lot of damage from Draven and the Leona engage early on. So has to pop that health pot to keep alive to stay in lane.
All the lanes are actually very aggressive in both games, so it's good to see. A lot of open plays.
The gank.
Yeah,
Is
Leona,
it like tingle your senses as a jungler? Every lane is a gankable. Three guys come through.
and Leona tries to go in with the Cineplate, but actually tries to out-predict the movement of Caitlyn and misses.
But I think the reason why they put Nasus mid is because the food chain needs to be solved. After each community tournament.
Oh, and then actually another Cineplate misses, gets locked up by the Dark Pine and has to flash away from the pool. And actually Rek'Sai going... Actually no, just tunneling over the wall to get to safety. But now Ygir is walking to top lane, he's pinging it, he's gonna wanna gank on that Cho'Gath who's a little bit out pushed a little bit too far away. But actually Zed gets knocked up. Is he gonna get enough damage? No, he gets shadows away. But now Ygir is on the Cho'Gath, he gets the first blood.
Bit optimistic for Cho to go for the kill. But as we can see, actually Brian still a lot of health and actually outfarming Annie.
Yeah, I'm pretty impressed. But I think Flask is doing work. Or he knows the matchup so well that he just knew that he's gonna win it if he just out-sustains early.
If he, like, he's eventually gonna get out-sustained by Annie, I believe, but if he gets enough jungle pressure from Udyr, then he should have enough time to get still really big.
He
for
might be
mid-game.
in trouble now.
Yeah, Rek'Sai ganking on the mid lane, gets the knock up on those Nasus. Nasus trying to get that pull on, but there's the ignite, and Rek'Sai actually tries to kill Steve, but Annie gets it with the ignite.
NASA still saved his flash though, so this is not too big of a tragedy. I think he had to go back anyway.
We
Yeah.
did all the had to shop anyway argument.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what a faster
Yeah,
way to
like-
go than dying. At least the classiest way to go.
Where did he go? Oh. Is that... Is it it?
I think Nisk actually went into a bar for the drink.
Yeah, it looks like it. A Dutchman going for a drink. There's so much potential for a joke there.
Flying Dutchman.
Oh, that's even better. And now Caitlyn gets hit up by the Cineplate, but Black Shield keeps him alive from any kind of CC from Leona. They managed to
Caitlyn
trade.
was so deep in. I think that was a literal bait for the.
But this time the Black Shield is not kind of up at the moment. Gets knocked up by the CC and Travis knock aside. Does some damage but keeps her alive.
Caitlyn literally walked into that Leona stun. Like, I don't know what was going on with the mindset there. I just checked it because.
Oh, and now
Then
actually
again,
Zed
yeah.
is a little bit in a bad place. Actually, Cho'Gath has the ulti up. He tries to get in range, but there's the death mark. Pops, actually manages to stun over. Cho'Gath can't get the ulti on and takes a little bit too many turret shots. Goes down to Udyr once again. Oh. Juking by Zed. But now Rek'Sai is ganking onto the bottom lane. Leona gets hit by the Dark Binding. But Leona does not have all the ups. Tries to save actually himself. Gets the Cineblade to safety. But there's a flash from Caitlyn. Picks up the kill. And now Dark Binding actually hits on Draven. Draven uses the barrier. But this build of Peacemaker is not enough. But Rek'Sai is still going. He actually tries to delay the recall so the red team can push the lane. Actually now just gives it up anyway.
I think if red team had been a little less greedy with the kills there and had more health, they could have done Drake instead right now. They instead got a kill and a little bit of push on bottom, but
Who needs objectives when you can get kills, my friends?
yeah. I think red team needs objectives when they could get kills. But that's none of my business.
And actually Rek'Sai taking the blue buff for herself instead giving to Annie.
You need to assert dominance early game to get objectives, and you only can do it through kills.
Thank you for that insight.
So Cho'Gath actually despite of actually goes to fight again on the Zed. There's the death mark, there's the ulti, this time hits, but it's not enough damage!
I think Anna is just rage quit if I was Cho'Gath right now. That's the third time he survived with sub 100 HP to Zed.
Yeah,
This
been
is just
close
sad.
every time.
Yeah,
But
so
also, you know, as a Zed against Cho'Gath, all your one fights are gonna be really close. So I would say that Zed has played all of them pretty solidly.
yeah, and Cho'Gath actually despite going down 3 times is still ahead of CS. So farming pretty well.
Yeah, Cho'Gath's E passive really helps with the pushing, and yeah, since Zed is constantly under the turret, he doesn't get that much farm.
Now Rek'Sai sitting on the push on the middle and tries to see if he can get a kill Grangg on the Nace, but he has flash up. So he should get away. There's a stun from Annie, and there's the ultimate, and there's the flash to get away.
He saved his T-Bears and Ignite. That's interesting. I think he wants to go in for the kill.
Yeah, actually that was really good for Red Team.
Oh, and actually Cho'Gath's in bad place. Goes down 3 times now. To
He
Udyr.
missed his Q on the minion before he went in for that all-in, so he didn't get the mana for the W, and that's why he missed the stun. Kinda interesting to see that small mistake cost Postman the kill.
Yeah, and all that kill gold is actually going on Udyr. Udyr is 1.4k ahead of Rek'Sai, while Zed is only like 400 ahead of Cho'Gath.
Yeah, he's almost 30 CS behind, which is about the equivalent of a kill on lane. But now Annie has left the mid lane, so that opens Nasus to do some damage on the turret on the mid lane.
But who needs turrets when you can get stacks?
Yeah, indeed.
And dominance, am I right?
Yep, dominance, that's the most important part. Not about winning, it's about momentum in league. Even if you're 0-3 Cho'Gath and you're still killing the top lane closely, then you're still asserting dominance and demanding respect. So it's good. That's how it works, the league game.
Yeah, I think we're gonna need a separate show where you explain your thought processes when.
Okay.
Yeah. One day.
One day.
A lot to learn from you.
So there was the first Griner from Sid. Actually, Draven. Actually, let's forget that. Let's go to top lane as Sid has engaged on the Cho'Gath, gets a death mark, and gets a
I really
kill.
want to hear about Scrying Gorb.
Bozeman goes in and gets a kill. Yeah, that's the first time that Draven used the Scrying, and it was right in front of a Caitlyn, who he had total vision of. And now actually Morgana goes in with the show suckers. Leona's a little bit caught out, has to use the ulti to try to get away. And there's the warring jet from Draven, has to get exhausted by Leona. Caitlyn flashes in, but Leona is actually survived for a bit of time. And there's the ace in the hole, gets a double kill.
Morgana played it near perfect.
Excellent ulti. Forced to split on Draven and Leo. So yeah, they could not do damage back. And that ended up getting them the fight there.
And now Yujir going on Yujir. Actually, Yujir going on to Cho'Gath, let's put it that way. Takes half of his health away.
Yeah, Udyr showing what Cho'Gath has given him on this top lane.
And now Postman is there to try help Cho'Gath out. But Yujir has the speed buff, just out the stun, but gets stunned by Annie instead, and Cho'Gath gets a shutdown kill.
And that gives around like 600 gold for the spree.
Ooh, but Zed is there right around the corner, but Rek'Sai spotted him. But Zed still thinking about some possible engage onto Cho'Gath. He's half of his health
If
gone.
Rek'Sai unburrows, Zed can kill Rek'Sai from that HP with the Ignite.
Yeah,
so
if
it's
he
really scary.
Yeah, if he manages to get it.
And also, he can fairly easily avoid Cho'Gath's Q if he stays out of silence range, so he doesn't have.
And now Nasus got out a little bit too over. Gets a turret,
He's gonna
but
die.
it's gonna go down. Meanwhile, Zed goes in for the Rek'Sai. Is the death mark gonna be enough? No! He survives
He
with
didn't
little
kill
health.
Ignite. My god, that's it.
And now Cho'Gath wants to go in without that death mark. He uses the ulti, but the Hexbringer keeps him alive!
Yes, dangerous game is a good mastery. Everyone should get it. Save him from the Ignite tech.
Actually, yeah, he goes... Actually, yeah, Zed actually went down.
Yes.
I kinda missed that. Thought he was getting away, what the...
Cho'Gath's auto attack still do armor, I mean physical damage, so that's why I said that. The spikes do magic damage, but yeah.
So Cho'Gath getting the second kill of the game, so keeping him alive with those 30 minion ahead. And Caitlyn, a little bit too far away, has to use the black shield to keep him alive. There's a Soul Suckers locking in Leona, and there's ace in the hole, gets kill.
Classic Morgana shield bait again, even though this time it was not pitch perfect because Morgana was a bit out of range.
Now, let's see if Draven has to use the Warring Dead, actually gets the kill onto Morgana.
The greed showing through.
And now Zed, a little bit awkward place. Cho'Gath goes in, gets the Num Num, but it's not enough damage. Now Nasus, a little bit too far away. Has to use that ulti against the Rek'Sai and Annie who are not chasing, but Yujir is there to find Cho'Gath in the bush. He's just gonna try to teleport out, but it's not enough.
And Udyr will still be in time to save Nasus here and maybe get
Actually, they're dragging it. Yujir used that ghost, goes in onto Annie, but there's a double flash coming from both sides. Now Yujir has switched targets onto the Rek'Sai. Is it gonna be enough damage? Yes, but Annie gets the kill onto the Nasus.
Like, Nasus and Udyr were grouped up and any and Tiberis that moment. I think that lost them the fight.
Questionable judgment from Red Team in general. I feel like they could have gone Dragon now that they killed Iona, they got Raven pushed into the turret. Mid was even, they could have 3-manned the Dragon there.
It looks like both teams don't really like Dragon and just want to get kills, farm and maybe turrets, but turrets aren't really that important either.
And now Caitlyn, a little bit too far away from his support, he gets locked up by the CC. But takes half his health, but still survives. And Draven uses another Scry Mord on Caitlyn, who they had a vision on, so the Scry Mord not working as good as he was thinking, I would only assume.
We're not considering the psychological effect, I guess.
Yes, that's something dominance.
Oh, and
Holy crap,
wow!
that damage.
Udyr, who has finished up a Trinity Force. Just a whole lot of damage, and now he's going to gank onto the Morgana. Morgana should just go down, using the show shackles, but it's not enough. Draven gets the kill. And how much gold did he get from his passive?
Not a lot, he just ticked it under the turret when they dived them, remember? On Morgana.
Yeah. There's a TP on the top lane, safe, but who gets instantly... Actually, it's Nasus who teleported. I'm so confused. So now the blue team is going for the Drake. It's gonna be uncontested. So 18 minutes and the first dragon. And now Caitlyn actually managed to caliber net out right at the perfect time between the Q and the Cineblade. But now Nasus gets a slow on the Cho'Gath. Cho'Gath uses that knockup to do disengage.
I think Udyr felt that he has asserted dominance on every lane, so he decided that Drake is the next thing that needs to be dominated on. And then he decisively went and took the Drake.
Nature is amazing.
And Nasus now in a lot of trouble as Rek'Sai has coming for a gank. Has to use that ulti to stay alive and takes a lot of damage onto Rek'Sai with that siphoning strike. But he still gets away. Actually, Udyr is there to pick up the kill. And now he's forced target over the Cho'Gath. Dodges the stun, gets silence, but it's not enough as the basic attacks come through.
His Rek'Sai is really squishy. He's so far behind, it hurts. He has more than twice less farm than Udyr, and obviously the 8 kills also help.
Oh, and actually Seth gets locked up by the CC, gets taken down by the Anti-Ignite. But now Udyr is gonna take that top lane turret. Uncontested, he's so strong.
Rek'Sai really can't afford going glass against such a tanky team while the rest of the team is kind of behind. Putting a lot of pressure on these ganks, but really not a lot of kill potential around anywhere. It's lacking in farm and lacking in kills.
They had set up, so like he always had kill potential inside.
And
It's just he misplayed a lot.
Nasus found the bottom lane of the red team, but they both just managed to flash away from harm's way. But Cho'Gath has almost 400 extra damage on his Q at 21 minutes.
Actually, interesting choice from Rek'Sai to get the Merc Treads instead of anything else really, as it only pretty much provides tenacity for him. Blue team is full physical.
Udyr does magic damage with his Tiger Stance and Phoenix Stance.
Really? Tiger Stance is magic damage?
Yes, I can check, but I'm pretty sure it is. Where is Udyr?
Phoenix is magic, but I don't think he really uses it too much.
Oh, it's physical, they changed it anti-all for this game.
Actually, oh no, he's Phoenix Udyr. Okay, I did not realize.
And actually, red team managed to push down the turret on the mid lane, but Leona goes in for a engage. But the allies are not close. Ascent goes through, but the sideways from Draven cancels it and keeps Leona alive for time being. And now Nasus is fighting against the Cho'Gath on the top lane, but the Siphoning Sword is not doing a whole lot of damage to Cho'Gath. So Rek'Sai is there to assist, so Nasus has to back away. But are they letting him? No. But Cho'Gath.
There's that ulti paying off against Nasus.
And actually, and he flashes, he gets the insta-pop on Draven. But now Zed has found Cho'Gath once again. Death Mark is not enough, but he manages to shadow over the wall. Actually flashes and gets the kill.
Everyone's ears just got cancer because of the Rek'Sai ult.
And you
That has a detrimental effect on blue team.
Yes. Even though Rex is 0-3, she can still assert.
and now
So cancer, yeah.
Zed a little bit caught out. He gets taken down, and Rek'Sai actually gets the kill. But the Nasus and the Udyr are pushing that bottom lane turret. The red team has to back away right away from the top lane, but not before they get a kill on the Caitlyn.
Rek'Sai finally opting for a tanky item. Realized his weakness might actually be able to contribute more in fights. Red team actually not so far behind in gold. Feels like they are in a lot worse position, but it's probably just because of the Udyr. Udyr has a huge impact in fights.
And actually, Annie keeping up pretty well with 602. Undied this game so far.
Yeah, he's keeping it up, but also doesn't really have that big of an impact on this Nasus's farm, so Nasus is still getting in those stacks. He has, how much does he have? 400 at 24 minutes, which is sort of average, maybe a little less than he could push for. Since it's mid lane Nasus, I think that's pretty good. So
That was a little weird call, as directly I saw that the blue team was doing Dragon, and they saw that Draven was on the top lane, so they should engage there. Cho'Gath could follow up with the teleport, so that would be a 5v4 without the AD carry on the fight.
I guess red team feels like they are quite far behind and they don't have the balls to make these decisive calls.
Their carries are fed though, so I think they still have the damage. It's really just, yeah, support and jungle not being brave enough and clearing the vision and going in.
They need good co-op and timing there to make the ultis work for them. Sustained damage, they lose. If they get their burst off properly, they win.
Actually, Zed goes in against this Cho'Gath on this top lane. Cho'Gath is pretty tanky, not sure if Zed can manage to take him down. But Leona is going up there to see if she can trade that. Actually, Nasus and Draven are also following up on the top lane. Cho'Gath should just try to get away, but no, it's too late now. And who's gonna get the kill? Leona, out of all the people.
The Zed ulti was actually not engaged, but an attempt to dodge the Cho'Gath Q, because he couldn't have walked out of it anymore.
Yeah. Caitlyn gets some nice damage on the mid lane turret, but now he has to get away. They get caught out by the Leona, but the rest of his team is not there, so
This is
yeah.
classic Avalanche killing team in TeamSpeak.
Actually, Leona buys enough time for the rest of his teammates to come and join that and just not get taken down. It's actually surprising.
Leon created space for Nasus to
Oh!
get stacks top lane.
Oh, the Dark Binding. Trying to cancel the recall, but runs out at maximum range.
Rek'Sai and Cho'Gath going for the sandwich, but nothing really gonna happen here.
And there's the first dormo of the game for Cho'Gath at 27 minutes in. So really wanted to do something about that full physical damage. Not the blue team.
Yeah. In general, not bad buys, of course, against this team, but I feel like he doesn't really have enough health yet to justify the amount of armor. He already had the Frozen Heart, so he's on, what, like 250 armor now?
200, almost 300.
Almost 300
295.
armor, but has like 2k something health. God damn, my UI is so small.
The thing is though, if he dies, he loses so much from his passive.
Now Yudir has found Cho'Gath once again. The health is no problem with the help of the Blader's Ruin King. Actually, the knockup keeps him alive for a while, but not enough time as he gets finally taken down by the Phoenix stand, by the looks of it. But now Draven gets caught out by the Annie ulti, and he just gets thumped.
Even though Cho'Gath is 410, he still demands respect from the most vet enemy on the team. He's doing great job as a top laner, truly.
Oh, and there's the perfect solo flare coming from Leona, hits Caitlyn right in the middle of the target. Now Nasus and Leona are both wanting to go into Morgana. There's uses the soul shackles to disengage, but now Nasus still goes in. There's the exhaust, but Leona gets the Cineblade onto the Caitlyn. And Nasus flashes in, but it's not in range. There's slow also, but it's not gonna be enough.
Cho'Gath is just such an excellent pick against their team, and his base stats and kit is just so strong that he can do a lot from behind as well.
And now Nasus gets locked down by the CC of Morgana. Actually, it was Dark Binding that hit him. And now Leona has to run away. There's a Warring Dead. Just saying hi. And ooh, that was actually close to go. But he just gets jumped away. But Yudir Mita has backdoored the inhibitor. And only Caitlyn is there. Now Annie has joined in, but Caitlyn is already down. And Yudir uses the ghost to go for the Annie. And he just numbs it. That's a double kill for Yudir. And the rest of the blue team have taken down that middle inner turret.
If red team doesn't manage to time their CC against blue team, then yeah, that's exactly what's gonna happen. They're gonna get ripped through. That's why they really need to cooperate well and not be caught off.
Oh, and now Rek'Sai went a little bit too deep, tries to get the knockup onto the save, but the Pork Slow keeps him away from his target.
This time it's red team, well, last game's blue team that's losing the vision game, and it looks like you really have problems keeping up vision when behind. Common.
Vision doesn't give you damage.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
Common problem.
what really can Red Team do against this Yudir, who's kind of flat out damage, now has the Spectre's Owl?
And that's what you need. You have a lot of CC for red team. They just need to time it well, not get caught off. That's why they need the vision. That's why they need to.
They actually have
calls.
2 upgraded trinkets and the sidestone. It's just they cannot really get out of the base anymore.
Oh, and actually Caitlyn, a little bit too close to the enemy team, is gonna get taken out by the death mark, but Annie gets a kill onto the set. Now Leona's gone in for the Morgana, but Leona in the middle just gets hit by the Dark Binding. Annie throws out the damage, picks up the kill.
This is when you're playing your team for not following up when you're running. You can just snowball the fight, but the team just runs away. You have to run away like casual, very sad.
So Yudir being 2 levels ahead of the second closest one in experience. Well,
He attacks top lane so heavily. Like if you compare Zed's and Shogat's creep score, then you can understand why that's the case.
Yes, if Udyr doesn't build tanky fast, if red team gets their shit together and CC locks Udyr down, they might actually be in trouble because Zed is hugely gold starved. He's more than 100 CS behind of Cho'Gath. Has barely any kills, so he's in a really bad place. If Udyr gets taken down, blue team seriously lacks damage.
but Udyr is split pushing on the top lane. He gets some nice damage on the turret. Is he managed to able to juke around? No, as he has to back away. But now Nasus and Draven are inside the base, around the inhibitor. But there's not much that he can do. The rest of the red team is there to protect it. Now Annie and Zed, actually Annie pops the ulti, but it's not enough damage to take down the Zed. Actually the Hexstringer keeps him alive. And now Nasus gets locked down by the CC. But it's not gonna be much thanks to those Mercury threats tenacity. And another Dark Binding goes very close, but it misses. Now Nasus has walked up right to them, say woof woof, just try to scare the red team away. But the red team is not intimidated, and they showed their damage.
Nasus still needs to stack a bit more to assert dominance. Obviously not big enough yet.
And
But
Such an
it's only
annoying-
33 minutes into the game, he still has plenty of time to get stacks.
Such an annoying team to deal against this red team with.
interestingly enough, he has an arm wrecker as his second item. So
I
they're
think
thinking
it's-
of turret dives.
I think they want to push it fast before enemy team gets their armor items out.
Rek'Sai, a little bit close to the Udyr, who's sitting in that bush, but now he goes in, tries to catch somebody out with the CC, but in the meantime, Zed has been called out, but now Leona is in the middle of them, he gets knocked up by the CC, but Udyr, he's going right for the backline, he finds Morgana, he takes the kill, and massive 5 seconds in with the death mark, but Cho'Gath gets the kill, and now Nasus is falling up to Annie, Annie gets taken down finally, actually it's the second time. And Udyr just jumping around, gets a kill onto the Rek'Sai, now goes for the K2, and has to use the heal and the flash to get away. There's AC the hole, but it doesn't not do a whole lot. There's the build of a Peacemaker. They try to catch Udyr, and they finally get him.
Avalon played that fight perfectly, saved Zed 3 times clean. Cho'Gath really tried to get that. He could have killed Zed pretty early on in the fight. It's just his ultimate, but Avalon's perfectly timed CCs pretty much won the fight there because Zed dealt a lot of AoE damage that fight.
And now Nasus finds Cho'Gath wandering on, but is it gonna be enough? It should be with the Siphoning Strike, but he gets locked up by the Dark Binding, gets knocked up, there's the Nom Nom. But Cho'Gath and Nasus still keeping alive, thanks to all, he actually gets the kill. And now Morgana flashes, but misses the Dark Binding. And gets away.
Brian's ulti timing was hella manly, let's put it that way. That's very close.
You should always cast it as soon as you can because of the percentage HP magic damage. And Cho'Gath barely has any magic resistance.
Agreed. I think he was just going for the baits.
Yeah.
But it almost cost him dearly.
Red team really needs one Drake because the first Drake gives quite a bit of buffs late game.
Yeah, agreed.
But yeah, have 0 dragon control.
Blue team is doing a good job cleaning it up now, and it's not like it's contested in any way. And they can't because Udyr will just push the side lane. This is why blue team is so annoying to deal against. You have Udyr and you have Nasus and we just get
That's
out-rotated.
yeah. They have so much split pushing potential on the team.
Dragon starts at the bottom lane, or the red team tries to go in, but they're a little bit caught out. And I said Denmark's in onto the Morgana, and now Katie's in front of her, he gets taken down by the Naces. But he gets locked down by the Dark Binding, so he can follow it up. But Udyr is split pushing on that top lane, he should get some bit of damage on that top lane turret. Actually, no one's going there at the moment, so he's gonna get it. Yeah, Jonathan manages to get away. And now they switch the targets, and they get the mid lane turret as well. Uncontested, but there's the ultimate from Annie. He gets the insta kill onto the set. Now, Naces still not finding. Now he finally goes in. But just not get anything, as Annie gets a second kill. Now, Leona, who's a little bit got out, dodges out the Dark Binding, but he gets taken down by Annie, who gets a triple kill. And now Udyr has to juke around, but oh, he doesn't get the turret. Caitlyn gets that kill, and they don't get. Draven doesn't not get the inhibitor on the mid lane either.
I like how blue team doesn't shy away from making these risky plays for the turrets in the Hebsel. Because what you see a lot, especially in solo queue, is people backing out way too easily. But these guys, they don't give a fuck. They'll die to get the damage in on the turrets. They know that they have to finish this fast.
Yeah, they're pushing out the mid lane inner turret. They should get it, but are they gonna keep going at it? Leona's up, Nasus is up, and Annie is back in there, backing away from this. Actually, there's a teleport coming on in the backline. Nasus, what's he gonna do? He's gonna finish up the Nexus turret, but the knockup is actually giving him a while. He can't take it!
Oh, what a flop. What a flop. And he even casted the Q on Rek's side, not the turret. Could have gone for the Hibby. I think 2 Qs that Hibby would have been down. Could have gone for the turret, 1 Q turret would have been down. Misclicks the Rek's side. But dominance, right?
Yeah, the dominance.
It has been asserted.
Necessary. His brother Renekton's ultimate is called Dominus.
Yeah.
In the family.
Yeah, Nasus is called the Fury of the Sands.
We're talking about Renekton.
Yeah,
it doesn't
it's
matter
dominance.
more, blah blah blah. Yeah.
But now the red team is going to take that inhibitor. They only get half of its health, as they have to back away from it. And now there's a pincer move coming from Leona. A Dark Binding slows it down a little bit. He does not get enough actually useful. Caitlyn dodges out a little bit, but still gets hit. There's a Denmark. And the Soul Flare flashes it out, but Udyr picks up the kill. And now Cho'Gath is in the middle of the blue team. He's supposed to go down. Udyr, actually no, he gets knocked up twice. And Morgana is in the middle of them. Just goes down for the Draven. And now Udyr is looking for another target as well, but he's gonna take a low health. But is he gonna be in a resurrection about to take him down? Yes, he is. But now he's the only one surviving. Oh, actually flashes in. But he's giving a life. He jukes himself a little bit. But there's the swell from Nasus. He's gonna pick up that kill.
Red team had a pretty good read on blue team. They knew that Udyr wanted to split push. They had good 2-3 set up there to push a little on mid. But mid, just the 3 guys that were pushing just got a little caught out, and then Udyr got to them first. Just cleaned up before they could muster up the CC.
There's surrender coming from the red team. So this best of 2 went 1-on-1.
Jesus Christ.
What a show!
If you look at the damage graphs, Cho'Gath actually dealt as much damage as Udyr did. So he was really asserting dominance, but his team just couldn't follow up. I think they should play a bit more brave next game.